Harry's last lunch with the Queen, new book claims no titles were used, just Granny and Grandson. As monarch played peacekeeper during meals she called for over couple's bombshell bid to leave the firm. No titles were used during a Megxit lunch between Prince Harry and the Queen, where the pair were able to be just Granny and Grandson before the Duke of Sussex and Meghan Markle quit the royal family, a new book has claimed. Extracts of the Finding Freedom biography, which are being serialized this weekend in the Times and Sunday Times, detailed the intimate lunch between the Duke of Sussex and Her Majesty on March 1st, where the royals were able to be just Granny and Grandson. The first release of the book last night said the meeting was initiated by Her Majesty, who invited the prince to her apartment at Windsor Castle for a final heart-to-heart ahead of his and Meghan Markle's final royal appearance in Britain. According to the book, her appeal to meet for a poached salmon and salad lunch at Windsor Castle was to repair family ties that had been badly strained by the couple's announcement of Megxit. This time it would just be the two of them for Sunday lunch, the book reads. No titles, Annette said. Just Granny and Grandson. Sitting at the Queen's dining room in her Windsor Castle apartment, it was just like the old days, the serialization, published in the Times, adds. While he had lost respect for parts of the institution, and even certain family members at points, the Queen was still one of the most important women in his life. As they tucked into a roast lunch, the Queen made it clear to Harry that she would always support him in whatever he decided to do. Though a 12-month trial period had already been promised to Harry earlier in the year, their conversation was also a reminder that should he and Meghan ever want to return to their roles, they were always welcome. It's been made very clear they can come back whenever they want, when they're ready, a source involved with the negotiations said. A day after the final meeting, an insider told The Sun the Queen ended the chat by telling Harry he is much loved and will always be welcomed back. The Queen had a lot to talk to Harry about and this was the ideal time for them to both say their piece, the royal source added in March. Sunday was the first time the Queen has had the chance to talk to Harry on his own and really find out what his plans are. It was a much more relaxed environment and they were both able to speak their mind. The source added the monarch was very upset about Meghan and Harry's decision to leave for North America and would love to see more of her 9-month-old great-grandson Archie. She accepts at the moment that his mind is made up and he intends to live in North America, the source added. However, she also wanted to make it clear that the arrangement can only work if they do not exploit their royal status and try to cash in, that's why she wouldn't let them use the word royal for their foundation. The Queen also reportedly made it very clear to Harry that he and Meghan are always able to come back if they change their minds and will be welcomed with open arms. Among the book's other findings, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were said to be frustrated that William and Kate got all the best official roles and felt cut adrift from the royal family and Viper courtiers. In the first release last night, it was revealed that Harry and Meghan were upset they had to take a backseat to other family members such as Prince William and Prince Charles who were given priority for their own projects. The biography is written by journalists Omid Scobie and Carol Durand, who are fans of the couple and have set out to correct the record and shift the spotlight onto their charitable ventures. The Sussexes say they did not contribute to the book, but Scobie and Durand's account is based on extensive insight from friends of the couple. Their account claims that Meghan and Harry battled against courtiers who feared they would become more popular than the royal family itself and singles out William and Kate for criticism over their alleged freezing out of the couple. Scobie has also hinted at racism within the royal ranks, saying there are individuals who may like to take a look at how they view the world. Dash in the book claims the couple were propelling the monarchy to new heights around the world. In a tearful remark to a friend, the Duchess of Sussex claimed she gave up her entire life for this family and then had no choice but to quit, but added she couldn't imagine wanting to set foot in anything royal again after Megxit. It also describes how Harry, 35, and Meghan, 38, attempted to go straight to the Queen, 94, to settle Megxit after flying in from Christmas in Canada. It claims the infighting and suspicion over the couple's royal role and desire to break free from the straitjacket of royal life became so bad that Harry believed he was been blocked from seeing his grandmother, the Queen. After being told that the Queen wouldn't be available to speak to him until January 29, Harry even considered making a detour to Sandringham from Heathrow Airport with his wife to plead their case. He had touched down briefly in the UK after spending Christmas in Canada with baby son, Archie, the Times reports. He is said to believe the problems were down to senior courtiers in other royal households, the so-called men in grey suit stash who were intent on reigning in the couple's popularity, which they feared would outshine other senior royals. A friend of the couple apparently describes the palace old guard as the vipers, laying bare Harry and Meghan's contempt and distrust. The book acknowledges that the couple's decision to keep everyone in the dark over their plans to quit royal duties and move abroad created a lot of ill will in the household and especially in the family. But it says that Harry and Meghan didn't feel they had a choice. It says Harry felt that palace officials simply didn't like Meghan and would stop at nothing to make her life difficult. He felt used for their popularity, the book says. Behind-the-scenes wrangling following the memorable Sandringham summit is also plotted in the pages of the biography. After Harry and Meghan dropped their bombshell statement announcing the intention to step down as senior royals, the Queen gathered the family at her Norfolk residence to map out a way through the crisis. In subsequent meetings that week with aides, Harry said he felt in front of the firing squad as accusations of leaking were thrown from both sides. Sources have told the Mail that the biography will lay bare the pressure cooker of anger and resentment the couple felt as working royals. It chronicles the tensions sowed between the so-called Fab Four of William, Kate, Harry, and Meghan, once seen as the future of the monarchy. The book claims the couples hardly spoke at the Commonwealth service at Westminster Abbey despite not having seen each other since January. The book's authors, Owen Scobie and Carolyn Durand, said, although Meghan tried to make eye contact with Kate, the Duchess barely acknowledged her. Mr. Scobie told The Times, to purposefully snub your sister-in-law. I don't think it left a great taste in the couple's mouths. Relations were said to be fraught between the prince's wives from the inception of Meghan's entry into the monarchy. The book claims that one standoffish episode at a charity polo match was a snapshot of the pair's cordial but distant rapport. While the doting mothers were photographed next to each other with their children, the two appeared to barely exchange a word, the authors write. The book adds that Harry and Meghan liked being in control of their narrative in the early days of their marriage, the authors say. Meanwhile, the book claims that Prince Harry, not Meghan, was the one who wanted to distance themselves from public life, and he craved an existence away from the media. A source close to the couple said in the book, fundamentally, Harry wanted out. Deep down, he was always struggling within that world. She's opened the door for him on that. A spokesman for Harry and Meghan said the couple did not contribute to the book, but he did not deny the content of the Times' extracts. The spokesman said, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were not interviewed and did not contribute to Finding Freedom. Insiders told The Telegraph that even before Prince Harry met Meghan in 2016, there were tensions between the brothers. Next news, Kate Middleton's ruthless snub to Meghan Markle as she attended final royal event. Kate Middleton has been accused of purposefully snubbing Meghan Markle as she attended her final public appearance as a senior member of the royal family. The Duchess of Cambridge reportedly avoided eye contact with the Duchess of Sussex at the Commonwealth service at Westminster Abbey on March 9, despite being sat inches from each other. The last time they had seen each other had been around the time Meghan and Harry dropped their bombshell statement announcing in January the unprecedented step to leave the royals. What followed was serious showdown talks to attempt to persuade the couple to change their minds after blindsiding the Queen. So when the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were reunited with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex at their final event representing the monarchy, the air was full of tension, it has been claimed. Princes Harry and William could reportedly barely muster up a smile to each other as their relationship continued to be strained. Kate and William were seated in the row in front of Harry and Meghan with their backs to them for the duration of the event. They only turned around to speak to Prince Edward and Sophie, Countess of Wessex, it has been claimed. William is also alleged to have ignored Meghan. Details of the frosty encounter have been revealed by Owen Scobie and Carolyn Durand ahead of Meghan and Harry's new biography Finding Freedom. Mr. Scobie told The Times, which is serializing the book, although Meghan tried to make eye contact with Kate, the Duchess barely acknowledged her. To purposefully snub your sister-in-law, I don't think it left a great taste in the couple's mouths. In the book Mr. Scobie and Ms. Durand write, while Harry and Meghan both greeted William and Kate with smiles, the Cambridges showed little response. It was the first time the two couples had seen each other since January. Harry, William nodded, ignoring Meghan. For the minutes before the Queen's arrival, William and Kate sat with their backs to the couple, only turning around to chat with Prince Edward and Sophie, next to the Sussexes. Although Meghan tried to make eye contact with Kate, the Duchess barely acknowledged her. Meanwhile, the explosive new book is laying bare the fractured relationship between the couple and the monarchy. Finding Freedom is to thrust the royal family into the spotlight once more and heap fresh embarrassment behind the fiercely private palace walls. It will shed light on William's 5 words to Harry that made him go ballistic, how Meghan and Harry planned Archie's christening on day Queen couldn't attend, and the moment the Queen knew something was very wrong. A spokesman for the Sussexes told The Times, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were not interviewed and did not contribute to Finding Freedom. Buckingham Palace declined to comment.